Let their fate serve as a warning and a reminder to the rest of you that while I will allow some failures, I am a merciful ruler after all. Such blatant idiocies will not be tolerated. Imprisoning that last trespasser with his retinue in the same dungeon, let alone the same cell, is a mistake I'd expect from a 5-year-old. Hopefully whoever is next in line to assume the role of head warden has a cognitive capacity greater than a child. That is the last order of business I have for the day. I expect that tomorrow's events won't include another impromptu execution. I do so hate to be disappointed in such a matter. Servants, dispose of the ex-warden's remains. The rest of you are dismissed. Except for you. You're coming with me. Now. Gods, am I happy to get that all over with. I get so tired of holding court. In my ascent to the throne of these lands and claiming the title of Empress, not once did I anticipate that I would spend the greater portion of my days handling bureaucratic nonsense. Plus, the putting on the airs in an act I am growing ever more weary of. I can't even ask to go for a walk with someone without some untrustworthy underling seeing it as a sign of weakness to exploit. I have to demand it of them. Or, well, you. I apologize for that. No, it is a problem. You're one of my most trusted advisors, and my most competent as well. If it wasn't for some of the reforms you implemented for the palace guard, those heroes could have reached the inner sanctum and foiled the next stage in my plans for conquest. I personally would have preferred the moodiness that comes with a dark, gloomy dungeon, but your insistence on keeping a well-lit jail gave the escapees no shadows to skulk around in. I almost balked at the cost of keeping guards on 6 rotations rather than 8. Increasing wages by a full 30% would have sounded like insanity coming from someone else, but I will admit that there has been nobody sleeping on the job since then, not to mention the change in patrol. Listen to me. I know my judgment can be harsh sometimes, but you deserve this praise. You'll rarely disappoint, even when you fail. Your loyalty and competence have never been in doubt. You also know more about your field than I have the time or ability to learn. All of this is why I want you at my side. I can't imagine anybody else replacing you, quite honestly. Oh, I know that you will be always by my side. In truth, once I have perfected my alchemic formula for immortality, you're on the short list of people I'd offer it to. That way the whole serving me until death clause won't have to apply. And even if it does, well, that's what necromancy is for. I don't delve into the unholy depths of the dark arts just to be stingy with its gifts, after all. Oh, don't start thanking me for my benevolence yet. That's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what I'm offering you as your just reward. These are my chambers. I don't believe you've been granted access before. In fact, you were more focused on me that you didn't even think to ask about where we were going. I love that about you. You turn all of your attention to me and my needs without thinking and without having to think about it. You have from the very start of my reign as Empress, and that's something I have a terrible need for right now. Oh my. You just couldn't help but shudder when I put my hands on you. Not that I blame you. I've had others done away with simply for being in my presence at the wrong time. But you know better than that, don't you? You're not afraid of what I will do to you. Or maybe you are. Either way, I know what you want. I've got those lingering eyes on more often than you might suspect. Please, spare me your apologies. There's no difference than anyone else, and I can't blame you after all. I've weaponized these curves of mine on more than one occasion to accomplish some goal or another. I'm not terribly surprised to see that there's been some collateral damage amongst my staff, but you know what? I actually enjoy the looks you give me. You see, all of me. You want all of me. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret of mine. I want you to. Take a seat in the armchair over there. I'll let you know how this is going to work. You make a comfy cushion. Now, dear advisor, here's the problem I've been having. For some reason, most people don't want to get close to me. Usually that's not an issue, since at the end of the day I am a very busy woman. But I am still a woman, and I have certain needs that, while I can take care of them by myself, they're more easily accomplished if I have a willing partner. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at here. Why, you? Were you not listening earlier? You're attractive, thoughtful, incredibly attractive, and 100% loyal to me. There are very few people I trust without reservation, and you are one of them. All of this makes you the perfect choice for me to take on as a lover. I want you, and therefore I'm going to have you. Or are you actually set on pushing back against me on this one? Excellent! We're going to have to draft an imperial decree to announce your new position, of course. Technically, your extra duties would make you a concubine, but I'm not about to start a harem anytime soon. I'd rather keep this exclusive. I'm thinking that royal consort would be an appropriate title for someone as valued as you. Would you like that? Good, good. Whenever the two of us agree on something, I have no doubt that it's the right course of action. Now, before we get back to any other official business, I think I'm going to need you to fulfill this new role of yours by offering me your services. It's safe to say that I am already getting a taste for you, and I want more. Oh my, yes, I will be having more of that. Don't you worry. But by the way, you're squirming under me, and I get the feeling you have much, much more to offer. Do you have anything else you want to show me that I might find pleasing? Well then, lover, don't leave me waiting. I want everything you have to offer. That's a direct command from your Empress.